Hey, this is Warren Redlick. I am here with Ellie from Ellie in Space.
Hey guys.
We are at Starbase. You can see behind us the Super Heavy booster on the launch tower. You can see Booster 3 in the background, and Starship is
off in the distance.
The Starship SN20 is further out, but just to the right. It's right here.
Yeah.
Right
Perfect.
here. You can see the black heat shield tiles on it. One thing that Ellie noticed that I didn't notice when we were looking at it is that the colors of the heat shield tiles, there used to be like a little colored tape or a little colored stickers
tape, yeah.
all over, and it seems like there's a lot less of that. We think that's an indicator of
not broken tiles.
Of tiles that need to be replaced, and maybe a lot fewer tiles need to be replaced now.
Right.
So also really kind of cool. The reason we're over here is we figure we're getting sunset skies. The sun is coming down, but it's not at sunset yet. The FAA, I didn't comment it yet. The FAA just released tell me what it's called?
Draft Programmatic Environmental Assessment. That is a lot of big words.
So they released a report that will help decide when and whether Starship Super Heavy combo will be able to do the orbital launch, and that
they want public comment. And
it's up for public comment through October 18th. So I would suggest, if you want to see this happen, please go to FAA's website, or just Google it, or check on Twitter. I'll probably put a link in the comments below. Well, I'm going to put a link in the video description, but it's going to be later because we're going to be here for a couple hours getting the sunset. Yeah, I probably can do it later. So what that means is comments will be in by October 18th. The comments have to be, someone tell Warren doesn't have to respond to every comment, true. But what that means is that the comments will be in by October 18th. I think it takes the FAA 30 days minimum to review the comments and make decisions about what to do based on the comments. I think it's pretty clear. We haven't read the document. Ellie was reading it, was working really hard trying to read it after it came out.
152 pages.
But you need time to digest it. You need time to figure out what's going on. I haven't put my lawyer eyes on it yet to figure out what's really important here. Our general impression is that it's a go from the FAA unless comments come in. Daniel says, why does it matter whether public gives their opinion? I don't know that it necessarily is supposed to matter from a legal perspective. I think that there's probably a legal rule that they have to allow the public to comment, and they use the public comment to assess whether there's anything else they need to look at. You never know. Somebody in the public might say something that suggests there's something else you need to look at. Maybe public opinion matters. I mean, I don't think it should matter, but maybe it does matter. So, but it's a good sign. My general impression is that Starship, that would take you to November 18th. My general impression is it'll take a little longer. Optimistically, Starship will launch in November, but maybe December. Ellie just did a live stream. It's her channel's Ellie in Space. I do want to do a quick shout out to Jessica Kirsch, to Eli Burton, who's known as Starman, and to Franken Beans, who's last Googly-Ozzy, I think, who all gave us great advice on how to Starbase, and I'm planning to make a video how to Starbase. So great stuff here. We were up closer before. I wanted to take this shot from behind so you guys would get this sense of how gorgeous the view is. Just really quick, we're at the ocean. So that is the ocean. That is Boca Chica State Beach behind us. And of course I get to be here with the lovely Ellie. I'm gonna call her Ellie Mae, even though it's not her name, just because I think it sounds good. So, Ellie Mae. So, yeah, and just let me really quick about this beach. So you've got the beach here. If you go this way, that's the border. Mexico is like 2 miles that way. The Rio Grande empties out into the Gulf of Mexico like 2 miles from here. I definitely think we would not have signal there. You can drive down there. You can see people in Mexico just across the river. I don't think it's a good idea to swim across for a variety of reasons. Number one, it seems like there's a strong current. So, and hi, Brian Roshetsky's in the chat. Brian and I are going to be going to Giga Texas in a couple days. He's going to show me around. Thank you to Brian for doing that. Check out Brian Roshetsky's channel. He does drone flights over Giga Texas. So, oh, the sun's coming out. I don't know how that's going to look, but let's try it. You can see the sky's getting really bright because the sun is just peeked out from behind the clouds. I'll put my head blocking the sun. So a lot of great stuff going on. Really happy to be here. I think there's this big question that we're working on, which is where do you stay? We visited a place called Rocket Ranch, which I'm going to make a video about. I think Ellie's going to make a video about Rocket Ranch. I'm going to make a larger video about all the different places you could stay, all the different things you could do, different places to watch launches from. So basically that way, something like that way, is South Padre Island. The Rocket Ranch facility is like that way maybe, or that way. I'm not sure. You can see actually in the background there, that is the manufacturing facility for Starbase. So a lot of great stuff here. It's a long drive to get here. This is why I think it's important that check out the Rocket Ranch website. Anthony from Rocket Ranch showed us around. Really pleasant, really great place. I would say check out the website, find out more about it. But where do you want to watch from? There's a great spot on the southern tip of South Padre Island. It might get pretty crowded, but it's a great spot. You can watch it from Rocket Ranch. You can pretty much see a launch from anywhere, because once it gets up a little bit, it's visible from everywhere. I watched a launch from Jupiter, Florida at Canaveral, which was 100 miles away. So you can watch from anywhere, but it's probably better to watch some places rather than others. But here we are, live, Starbase, checking it out. Learned a lot. Highly recommend the Tex-Mex Mexican food here. I highly recommend the barbecue here. We've had a few different places we've eaten. I'm on a crazy diet. If you guys didn't know that, I'm on a crazy diet. I've lost over 15 pounds in the last few weeks. So not to my fighting weight yet, but I've lost a bit of weight. So it's great food. I'm trying not to eat too much of it, and so far I'm succeeding. I don't know, are there any? Let me just see if there's any comments in the chat I want to answer. Will I buy real estate there? My current plan is not to buy real estate here. I think people are buying real estate and prices are going up. I've looked at land a little bit because I have an idea for a startup I want to pursue. Yeah, all right. So I don't see any new questions in the chat. Congrats on the weight loss. Thank you, thank you. Raymond, what is your comment about an officer? What do you mean? I don't know what you mean by an officer. So I hope I don't have it on slow chat. If I have it on slow chat, you won't be able to respond right away. Yeah, so I think if you're going to come down here, you got to think about, do I want to stay at a resort and go to the beach? And then, the reality is that when there's no launch, which is most of the time, what are you doing with your time? If you want to go on the beach and you want to go out clubbing, then Rocket Ranch is probably not your place. If you want to hang around with space nerds, Rocket Ranch is your place. If you want to do, Brownsville's a fairly small city of about 180,000 people. So, I actually think it's kind of an interesting town. There's a lot of good stuff. Planeta Tierra, thank you very much for your support. I think so far I would say the area looks pretty interesting. It's not, we went up on some tower, didn't we? Like a lighthouse?
We went to the lighthouse.
We went up on a lighthouse. I don't know, Jeff Krupka, I don't know what officer candidate? I don't know what that is. We went up on a lighthouse, and it's in Port Isabel.
Yes.
And we were able to look, it's kind of a nice spot, which gives you a view of Port Isabel. You can see the body of water between South Padre Island and Port Isabel and the rest of this area. Yeah, I think there's more to do. Like if you're spending money, South Padre is the place to be. And if you want to be able to do a variety of things and go to a variety of restaurants, that's the place to be. If you want to eat out in fancy restaurants, South Padre Island and Brownsville. And this is another thing that it's hard to grasp. South Padre Island is about 30 minutes from the edge of Brownsville and 40 minutes from downtown. Boca Chica, where we are, Starbase, this is I think 45 minutes from downtown. We just did that drive from not downtown, but near downtown. But it's like 30 minutes out from South Padre to get to the turn, and then 30 minutes back to get here. So it's a longer drive than you would think when you look at it on a map.
Can I show them something?
Sure.
So we got these keychains, remove before flight, and check it out. These were really cool. A SpaceX employee drove by and just handed these little goodie souvenirs to us. So that was pretty cool.
Very cool. We're having a great time. I should say that the SpaceX staff, the SpaceX contractors have been very friendly.
Everyone's been nice. To
tourists, to the contractors. Everybody's nice. You don't get a lot of time with SpaceX employees because they're busy.
Yeah.
You don't get the contractors come in, they work 12-hour days, there's a shift change, so sometimes they're standing around and we got a chance to talk to one or two of them. We got a chance to briefly talk to a SpaceX employee here or there, and great people, great to talk to, really wonderful. Drone comes up, okay. So, let me take a quick look at the beach again. Oh, everybody say hi to Ellie. Oh, Jim Whitehead's moderating. Thank you, Jim Whitehead, for moderating. This is Ellie. If you're not familiar with it, Ellie's channel is Ellie in Space. Ellie and I are doing a collaboration. I know lots of people think that we're having a romantic relationship, but I want to assure you she has better taste than men. But I wanted to show you the beach. So there's the beach again. Did the SpaceX drone talk to you? We did not see a SpaceX drone. Brian says, "What's up, Ellie?" Ellie.
Hey, Brian. Check out Ellie in Space if you're bored.
Ellie in Space channel. She's got a t-shirt shop. She's got a Patreon. Support Ellie.
And we're gonna be making some of the identical videos, but also doing our own videos as we go home and edit this stuff. I'm gonna be making a video about Rocket Ranch, which is a really, really cool place to stay here, and you'll see why in the video. But basically, if you are a rocket enthusiast, obviously Starship fan, you're gonna wanna stay there, okay? So,
Ellie very clearly has a higher IQ. There's no question about that. I might be better at math though.
I might be better at pull-ups though.
She's better at pull-ups. If you haven't seen it, Ellie and I had a pull-ups competition. It was really close. She won 9 to 0.9, but I beat her in cornhole.
It was so close, so
which
close.
I thought sounded like a dirty name, but that's not actually what it is. It's throwing beanbags onto a board.
It's fun.
So, all right, let me I showed the beach.
Just turn it around and show them this.
Yeah.
The sunset.
All right. So not quite sunset. Yeah, that's really cool.
Yeah.
So
this is like amazing.
let's zoom in.
View.
We'll try zooming in. So here we go. You see Starship on the left here. Starship here. This is booster 3, I believe, and booster 4 is on the launch tower. Up. That's super heavy 4. With Starship, the Starship SN20 is behind it. It is black, where all the other ones are stainless steel, because we are seeing the heat shield tile side of it. The other side of it is stainless steel, look. And then these are tanks that hold methane and or liquid oxygen, I believe. There's this big crane over here that moved in today, and one of the things that we noticed was a lot of things changed from just yesterday. Things are changing here all the time. Thank you, Jim Whitehead. Please check the chat to see a link to Ellie's channel. A lot of things changed here over the last, let me switch it back. So a lot of things changed. We've been here 3 days and it seems like something changes every day. These guys are working, the contractors are working 12-hour shifts. The SpaceX employees are working 16, 18-hour shifts. Elon's probably working 20 or 24-hour shifts. He works 26-hour shifts. That's how Elon does it. He works 26-hour shifts. And just so much gets done so fast. It's absolutely crazy how much work gets done. So like there were all these cones on the road today, and we hadn't seen that before, and that was for that big crane to be able to be moved into position. They had to mark off the road and keep it out of the way so there would be room for this crane, which was wider than the road. So, oh, thank you, Brian. Things to do. Yeah, I would say the things to do. There's a lot to do around here. I think it sort of depends on what kind of person you are. Thank you, Cheers, for your support. I'm just trying to think of what else to tell you. It is humid. I'm told at times it is buggy. We brought bug spray. We have not had to use it. Maybe we should have used it because Ellie got one bite, but I haven't gotten bitten. Just one. Sunscreen's a good idea. If Elon was a lawyer, he could bill 30 hours in a 20-hour day. So I am starting to run low on battery, I just discovered. So I want to thank everyone for watching. I want to thank Ellie for participating.
Absolutely. You guys, if you get the chance to come here, come here. That is it's the bottom line. If you can do it, if you can swing it, do it.
It's amazing to see how everything is close to the street. There's so much to see. It's so awesome. And check out Rocket Ranch, and of course check out Ellie in Space. So thanks everyone for watching.
Thank you. Have a good night.